me. We back at y'all. We back at y'all. What's going on? This your boy Sean Wildcat. Just call me BBL. That's what I'm talking about, man. What's up, Max? What's going on? What's going on, Crypto Dragon?
What's
You
going
said call
on?
you BBL Drizzy?
Just call me BBL Drizzy because I'm gonna stay on their ass like a BBL dog.
Call no Diddy.
No Diddy. No
Hell
Diddy. I'm gonna stay on their ass like some booty shots, nigga.
That's
Trying to tell
bad.
you, dog. Hey, they can't get rid of them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got to get another. You got to gun to the knife another time, man. Get rid of me. That's all I'm saying. Shit. But hey, what's up, folks? To the 3-man podcast, we're gonna do a short one tonight, as you know, as short as podcast can, come when it comes to us, which is not short at all. But we're gonna start up with the crypto news, baby. What's going on with you, Dragon?
All right. Well, doing good. First thing that I actually want to start off with is that Standard Chartered sees XRP soaring 500%, flipping Ethereum as second largest crypto. Because y'all know how I am about XRP because I'm a major investor and long time holder in regards to that asset. So XRP is set to explode 500% by 2028, says Standard Chartered, as ETF approval, tokenization leadership, and institutional adaptation fuels its rise past Ethereum. So, Standard Chartered has officially initialized coverage on XRP, forecasting a mega rally for the crypto asset driven by its role in global payments and tokenization. In a Tuesday report, Geoffrey Kendrick, the bank's global head of digital asset research, projected that XRP could surge around 500% to reach $12.50 by the end of 2028. As a part of this new coverage, Kendrick also anticipates that XRP's market capitalization will surpass that of Ethereum within the same time frame. He stated, by the end of 2028, we will see XRP's market cap overtaking Ethereum's. That will make XRP the second largest non-stable coin digital asset at that time. The global bank's report also addressed regulatory momentum and its impact on XRP. He expects the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to approve an XRP spot exchange traded fund, or ETF, in the third quarter of 2025, which he estimates could unlock between 4 billion and 8 billion in inflows during its first year. The tariff mess will be over soon, he explained. We know around here what the tariffs is actually meant to do, and so that way they can lower the price of stuff, so that way individuals are able to get in, and so that way they can offset most of the U.S. commodities that's being dumped into the stable coin, so that way it can soak up all of that crap. That's the only reason why. And the last time tariffs were done here in the United States, afterwards, the economy had a progressive boom. Go look it up. All you got to do. So he explained that adding Bitcoin's solid performance during the noise tells us to use a leg higher for the asset classes will follow. Kendrick identified a combination of factors underpinning XRP's projected rise, including a mix of regulatory developments, institutional adoption, and expanding use cases. He pointed to a statement from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse about the SEC dropping its appeal in the XRP case and linked that decision to President Donald Trump's election. Describing XRP's utility, and the global head of digital asset research stated XRP's blockchain, the XRP ledger, is a payments chain and may become a tokenization chain. Pause. It already is. BlackRock, Grayscale, 21 Canary Shares, and the like are already doing that on XRPL. Ondo Finance is already putting tokenization across the XRPL and as well doing their stable coins too, along the lines of the institutional grade, which is going to put more money along the lines of XRP because of more case usage along the XRP ledger. And because each time anything is mint or created on the XRP ledger, a portion of XRP is burned. So because it makes the cost of it go up eventually, because the pool, the remaining supply in the pool will eventually be drowned out. So because you got your banks, your asset management groups, hedge funds, and other stuff all starting to get onto XRP, use the ledger system so that way they can process mint and everything else. All that excess XRP is going to be burnt up really quickly. Check this out. He drew a comparison to Stellar's infrastructure and added that Stellar is currently the second largest player in the tokenization market. How long have I been telling people to get Stellar XLM to go along with HBAR and XRP? Because all the remaining headways along the lines of the financial institutions follow that fucking paper trail. Check this out. The Standard Charter analysis anticipate XRP to reach $5.50 by the end of 2025.
Ooh.
Yep.
That bitch at today, I saw that bitch was like 2012, wasn't it?
Actually, it went up
2007
because it's $2.14 right now as we speak. Projected to hit 15 by tomorrow.
Some people projected goddamn $17 by what? Like by end of next year?
Well, nah, we're more along the lines of looking at a $17 to $20 around 2030 is what it's looking at. Because this is also the numbers that it says. It says then it increased to $8 in 2026, and then finally hit $12.50 by 2028. Staying at that level through 2029, this projection assumes a Bitcoin price of $500,000 by 2028. It implies that XRP will sustain its value growth even in a higher inflation environment, 6% for XRP versus 0.8% for Bitcoin. Despite XRP's relatively small developer base and low fee model, Kendrick believes these hurdles will be offset by the positive drives mentioned above. Hold on a second. Despite XRP's relatively small developer base, bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Hold on a second. You outside? Give me 1 second. I think my my package has just arrived. Let me finish up with this here, though. XRP is entering a transformative phase in the U.S. financial landscape as it brings onto institutional markets via multiple developments. I've been telling y'all this shit. A 2x leverage ETF tied to XRP's futures began trading on the NYC Archaea this week. I posted that to where it was a fucking dollar. Y'all motherfuckers were able to get in at a goddamn dollar, and that shit's fucking spiked. Offering amplified daily exposure without spot holdings. Coinbase also filed with the CFTC to launch Nano XRP futures. This follows Bitnominal Exchange's introduction of of a physically settled XRP's futures. Meanwhile, Ripple's 1.25 billion acquisition of Hidden Road marks a strategic leap, integrating XRP Ledger into global prime brokerage, and enable cross-assessment settlement. Ripple CTO David Schwartz called it a defining moment, while CEO Garlinghouse sees XRP gaining transaction in traditional markets. Concurrently, Ripple and the SEC jointly requested a legal pause in an XRP case to finalize a landmark $50 million settlement, ending their long-standing case. Literally. And lastly, the only thing I want to touch on real quick is Surf urges China to crash dollar. Ray Dalio warns of global meltdown and more in a week review. I'll make this quick. Peter Schiff has urged China to retaliate in the trade war by dumping U.S. dollars and buying gold. Meanwhile, Ray Dalio warns of an impending once-in-a-lifetime global economic meltdown masked by short-term distractions like tariffs. Strike CEO Jack Malius claims Bitcoin is poised to surge as governments turn to fiat printing, especially in Europe and China. In the U.S., inflation has dropped 2.4%, potentially clearing a way for a Fed cut rate. Finally, the crypto industry scored a big victory as Trump dismantled an IRS rule seen as a threat to DeFi, paving the way for renewed innovation. Pretty much. That's all I want to touch on. They're trying to go ahead and crash the dollar because they cannot. Economist Peter Schiff has urged China, to resolve its trade deficit with the United States by dumping its U.S. treasuries in dollars, using the proceeds to buy gold. What did I just say a minute ago? Them dumping U.S. treasuries and commodities so that way the U.S. side can soak that shit up with the stable coins. I told you that shit was happening.
China's also trying to bag up their economy the best they can. They can't do that shit with these tariffs. They have to trade. They have to sell off treasuries and shit.
No.
Because they're assets and shit.
I'm just showing that it's a larger role at play because while they're dumping that, they're putting their stuff into the Chinese stable coins, which is backed on what? XRPL.
So we get some XRP in XRPL.
Right. Hold on, but their stable coin of what they're printing out and initialized is being printed on the XRPL, which would let you know is going towards where. Once again, like I was telling people, make
blockchain.
Sure XRP shit going directly to blockchain.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, you get paid. You want to put your money in the savings account. Fuck that shit. Well, don't listen to me though, because I'm not qualified to give financial advice. But this is for educational purposes and entertainment. So put that shit in some stable coin. Fuck the damn savings account. Put that shit in some stable coin. Matter of fact, I'm about to do that shit in the next couple of days. I got a couple more goddamn bills I got to pay, and then boom, put some shit in some stable coin.
I'm not putting nothing in anything that's only going to give me 0.01% to 0.02% annual percentage yield in regards to it, or we have to go to a credit union with at least a minimum of $5,000. Put that $5,000 in there, let it sit for 3 months before they decide like they want to give me 4.6 up to 6% annual percentage yield when I can just dump this shit in the stable coins and instantaneously start getting my fucking yield. And then once again, because all of the major institutions, all finances are going towards stable coins, why the fuck wouldn't I want to invest in where all the money is being put into? And be stupid to not do it. It's just as bad as dumb as them people talking about, well, I don't believe in crypto. Like, motherfucker, the government is working on crypto right now as we speak, implementing it. So if you don't want to believe in exactly what's being put right there in your face, hey, some people are special kind of stupid. Do what you do, Tink Tink.
Yeah, just call me BBL, dog.
Yep.
Because I'm going to be BBL Drizzy when I'm riding around this Bentley move thing.
And trying to tell you, because with all these talks, movements, all this other stuff, and even with the BlackRock CEO pushing, and I mean, he is double time pushing in order for these stable coins and shit to go, because BlackRock Group itself got themselves positioned as a stable coin minter over there in Europe. You already know that they're already working on the XRPL in order to mint their build stable coin, which will help out the institute. Man, come on, man. These people, like, how y'all not gonna believe with what the largest asset management group in the fucking globe is talking about? And y'all say y'all don't want to believe what the largest asset management group is talking about? Y'all
They
fucking
stupid.
stupid.
Stupid as hell.
Y'all are fucking dumb. These motherfuckers. It used to be 9.
It's more so what's going on right now. It's not so much that they stupid, because there are some people that are that stupid.
Yep.
They're being distracted right now. They too busy worrying about what MSNBC put out, what CNN put out. We gonna burn Teslas. Oh, what's happening on Hip Hop Wives of Atlanta? What's going on goddamn Jennifer Hudson's show? Them the motherfuckers that don't know what's going on. Them the motherfuckers getting distracted right now, complaining about everything that's going on, not knowing that sometimes you need to disrupt some shits to build up some shit. He had to do the same fucking shit the first time he came in the office. He had to correct some shit. And then everything started taking off, and then boom, they released fucking COVID.
Yep. And
Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit, Max? I know you remember that shit, dog, and you muted, dog. You muted, Max.
My bad. I had some technical difficulties over here. You said what again?
Remember how when Trump was in office the first time, dog, the same shit happened. It just was at a different fucking level.
Yep.
You disrupt some shit started taking off, and then what? They released motherfucking COVID.
Yep.
And then just a little while after they released COVID, because he gave us stimulus checks, you still had some money in your fucking pocket.
Here's my thing, though. My thing is all these people that are rooting for China. I'm like, and this is the reason why I don't take Democrats serious, because I'm like, dog, y'all have literally a short attention span. I'm like, these motherfuckers have literally killed 1% of our population, has killed 1% of population around the world, and nothing never happened to them.
Exactly.
Right. Real talk, guys. Nothing, literally. COVID, there was no investigation at all. None of that shit.
Dog. At all. And you see that shit happen. That shit originated from the Wuhan goddamn facility in China. If you ask me, man, I think some elite goddamn Democrats are in fucking cahoots with China, dog. Yeah. There's got to be some of them, dog.
Yeah.
I'm talking about them motherfuckers at the table together. Yeah, I said it. Treason. Some sort of treason's going on between somebody in the elite Democratic side and China, dog. And it could be somebody you really more shocked to know than you really think you are. We just don't know for sure, and I'm not gonna say no names, but
me and Dragon over here like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, man. A lot of people are waking up to this shit.
So I want to show y'all what they was talking about on fucking Fox, man, and the tariffs and shit.
Hold on 1 second, Dragon. Was he finished?
Yeah, he's finished.
Hold on. Let me finish up with this real quick.
Okay.
Crypto markets have been fairly stable amid wider market panic caused by the U.S. President Donald Trump on again, off again, sweeping global tariffs, according to a New York digital investment group. Despite the carnage in traditional financial markets, the crypto markets have been relatively orderly. NYDIG Group global head of research Greg Clapario said in an April 11th note, historically, in broad risk-off moves, we tend to see stress show up in crypto markets. We have yet to see that. Clapario said crypto perpetually futures rates have been persistently positive, with liquidations spiking around April 6th and 7th in the days after Trump first announced the tariffs on April 2nd, but only to a total of 480 million, which he added was well below other notable liquidation events. He noted that the price of Tether, a US dollar tracking stablecoin widely used token in crypto trading, was below $1, but it had not experienced a sharp decline. Trump unveiled a sweeping tariff regimen on April 2nd that lumped various levels on every country before pausing them for 90 days, just hours after they came into effect on April 9th, and instead charging a base tariff of 10% besides China, which currently has tariffs up to 145%. He fixed to milk the fuck out their asses.
145. 45. I like that number 45. 145.
145. Check this out. Traditional and crypto markets tanked after Trump's April 2nd tariff announcement, and many assets haven't recovered to the same level as before their unveiling. They're not supposed to. Over the weekend, the Trump administration caused more confusion with its tariffs, saying on April 13th that an April 11th decision to exempt many electronics from tariffs was temporary, but they will still be hit with the levies. And that's what I have for crypto news.
All right. Thank you. That was, to me, that was a perfect linked crypto news segment, dog.
Thank you.
Good 20 to 30 minutes. Boom. Hit them and quit them, because you have information that people need to be paying for, bruh. And we give them more than they probably need to even know for free.
I'll be giving them a whole bunch of sauce that they can make their own salsa with, but they rather still go to Chili's. But hey, y'all do what you do, man. I'm gonna say it like this, because somebody else, when I was brought to my attention, it made me feel better, because I was told you're getting people on a path to financial freedom and abundance. Kudos to you. So I'm giving y'all path to financial freedom and abundance. There's plenty of information right there in your face. You got stuff to where, but I'm getting y'all in before BlackRock Group gets in, 21 Canary, all of them, and they're ramping up now. I don't know what that noise is.
That's
Is that
my bad. My bad. I did not know. I thought I was muted, bro. All right, I thought I was muted. All right.
Yeah.
Bro. But yeah, like, you know, before like the major institutions get in, because once those trillions of dollars start flowing in, y'all gonna be stuck the fuck out. Y'all ain't gotta believe it if you want to. Don't listen to me.
See, Dragon. See, check.
Else, but
check this out, Dragon. See, the other last live we did. See, I was just like, you know what? I was like, I'm a little too hard. I was a little too hard on my boy Dragon. You know what? I was like, because I know he's trying to do this financial thing, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my other auntie on the team and shit. Nigga, I got cussed the fuck out multiple times. Cussed the fuck out, and I was just like, See, I'm trying to put my boy on and shit. I got cussed the fuck out right there on Miami Beach on the phone talking to my auntie, because I was like, auntie, yo, hey, I understand, but I was like, auntie, I got somebody who does this shit, who really does this crypto shit. You know, I was like, maybe I was able to 10x our other auntie money. Yo, maybe he could like 20x your shit with the crypto. And that's when I got cussed. So fuck you,
fuck you,
and fuck
you're
crypto.
cool. Fuck crypto, I'm out.
Fuck you and crypto, nigga.
She'll have a rude awakening not too long from now. She'll be like, nephew, like, auntie, don't you nephew me now?
I was like, nah, this nigga, he passed insulted me. Now this nigga got me cussed the fuck out, nigga. I was like, damn, nigga, all this because I'm trying to get you into crypto, but we were talking about Donald Trump too, so yeah, she told me to eat a dick too, so she told me to eat a dick real quick.
Eat a dick, good lord, man.
Talking about Donnie.
I was like, I can't wait to tell Dragon this shit. This shit about to be funny.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
funny as fuck,
yo.
dog.
I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
yo, man, fuck that, man. I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm like, this is the reason why as black people we can never have shit.
Can't never have a damn thing, dog.
Can never have damn thing, nigga.
For real.
Always
Hey, but
talking about the YT man.
what's up, man? You want to do Maximum Moran's man? You got anything to mumble about, man?
Man, only thing I got to mumble about is this bitch ass hotel I'm in at, bruh. Like, nigga, literally, not to the reason why I kept going off. I was off for a second. It was the fact that my key card stopped working, and
Oh
so
shit.
I walked down there to I walked down there to a lobby. I was like, yo, no one's fucking here. What the fuck? So I try to ring the doorbell. I try to call. No one was answering. I was like, don't tell me I'm gonna be stuck. I was like, bro, if I'm stuck out here, bro, I was gonna be pissed off in the fucking morning, bro. And eventually somebody came to the doorbell, answer. I'm like, yes. Yeah, this is a ratchet ass fucking hotel, bro. This is a hotel of failed dreams. I can
Damn.
see. I peeped the poverty and then the struggle.
You
Nigga
people poverty
struggling
in the
and
struggle. Was the
nigga,
poverty and the struggle in the lobby, bruh?
bruh, when you pulled up, like bruh, I knew. You wanna know how I knew I was in the hood in Miami,
How you knew that?
bruh? There's a goddamn. I'm literally right down the street from Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, dog.
Whenever I seen Twin Peaks, a goddamn liquor store, and what looks like a
Yeah, you in
club,
the
I was
hood,
like,
nigga.
I'm in the goddamn hood in Florida.
You in the
Fuck this
hood,
shit.
man. Hell yeah. Cause Twin
Yeah, that
Peaks ain't
shit.
what it used to be.
You
Cause if
said
you
Twin
go to
Peaks?
you go to Atlanta,
Oh
you
fuck
go
no,
to
not.
if you in Atlanta and you go to Twin Peaks, you still in a good neighborhood, but not in fucking Miami.
Man, I was in Twin Peaks and Buckhead, the most ratchet shit I ever seen.
Yeah, that's ratchet, but the damn surrounding area though, like the buildings and shit in Atlanta. So yeah,
Nigga, you
that
get
Twin Peaks is ratchet now. That one in Atlanta is ratchet. Ratchet don't
Buckhead ain't
always
what it used
mean
to be.
low income, bro. Now Buckhead
But
ain't, but still, it still ain't got dang Riverdale, nigga.
nigga, niggas getting popped in Buckhead like they
Yeah, they
getting
getting
popped in
popped. Yeah, they
Riverdale.
getting popped. Yeah, pop. I'm talking about cost of living, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the crime. Of course, the crime is up in high fucking property areas. I don't
Now
know
it
why
used
it
to be,
is.
you know where they call it the Buckhead projects, but they're like look like projects like right there by Buckhead. Them bitches used to be like $700 a month. Now them bitches expensive now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that post COVID shit. That's that post COVID, dog.
Well, they milk COVID for everything what it's fucking worth.
Mm-hmm.
They milked it
Mm-hmm.
so like honestly, bro, and that's the reason why when some of these conspiracy theorists came out with this shit, came out with some conspiracy theorists, I was just like, you know what? I believe this shit. I could believe it. It's
Yeah.
not hard. Not I'm like if I'm looking at what the news is doing, like literally fucking lying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's not. I'm like, it's not even news no more. It's just we're gonna give you our emotional opinion piece, and we're gonna lie to you at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Straight to op-ed. All that shit's op-ed now.
I'm like, bruh, literally, how many towns that have to go bankrupt, not be ghost towns for y'all people to fucking get it? Like literally, there's
Mm-hmm.
towns that used to be popping when I was in my first year of truck driving. Dude, dope fiends and police rule that town now. No
Yeah.
Damn.
jobs.
Yep. Nope.
Damn.
Nope. Fuck that.
That's some
All
bullshit,
because
dog.
the plant moved from Alabama to Shanghai, China.
Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, they got that
Fucked our nation up, dude. Fucked our fucking nation up, dude.
That's what
Uh,
happened.
And
U.S.
so,
was going strong for a minute, man.
well, honestly, dude, all this shit was years to come, bro. It was years to come, and
Bound to happen.
well, in my opinion,
Plan to happen.
Obama was the end of the manufacturers. It was
Mm-hmm.
they were holding on to dear life. Obama
Mm-hmm.
um, fucking annihilated them during his presidency. Trump tried to save it. Joe Biden was the death penalty for them niggas
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I
Really,
think
we
I
gotta go
like I
back the way America was during Reagan's years,
Yup.
well
as far as
no
the
we gotta go
economy.
you gotta go back all the way to Kennedy.
Kennedy. Try to
Hmm.
get back to Kennedy when it comes to economics.
Before USAID and shit. Before the liberal economic order.
Oh yeah.
The liberal.
You got to remember that's what Trump did. Trump he was a death blow of the liberal economic order, bro. He was he was the final death blow of this shit. He literally killed everything that the liberal economic order all was designed and programmed to do.
Good.
Like example, getting rid of USAID,
You know,
criminal. Hmm.
with with Trump being a former Democrat, he's going to have conspiracy theorists saying or thinking somebody pissed his ass off a long time ago
They
on
did.
that Democratic side of the damn wall, man.
They did.
And he
It
He
was
did
said,
great.
"Fuck
Obama.
that, huh?"
It was Obama.
And he
Yep. Sure
said,
was.
"Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm finna fuck they whole system up now.
Well,
I'm gonna
to
fuck their ass up, and I'm gonna become the best president to ever fucking
well,
walk."
so it was Obama. If you look at the Trump, he was thinking about it, but he really wasn't serious. And it was Obama's last correspondent dinner that did it for him. Literally try to
Yeah.
make him look like shit in front of the whole world.
Mm.
And if you saw Trump's face, he just looked at that nigga, was just like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna run for fucking president, and I'm gonna win. And
Be
that
funny if
nigga
you
won.
switched out Obamacare with Trump care.
You said what?
It'd be funny if he swapped out Obamacare for Trump care.
Well, he tried to. It's just healthcare is not that. It's like this. He tried to, but he realized healthcare. Like he realized how unhealthy the average American citizen is. What is it? 70% of the American people are obese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and over half of Americans are pre-diabetic.
All I know is
Mhm.
I look at my muscular self every day, baby.
See,
Yeah, but you
I'm
gotta
a fat
understand
dude.
also they are also just like they did with blood pressure, they're making it easier to qualify you to be a certain I guess disease or a risk factor. So remember when the damn blood pressure was 120 over 80 was normal blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
You had this thing where they dropped it down to what was it? No, it isn't now. 115 over 78 is normal. You
I
got
believe
120
so.
over 80, you borderline hypertensive. That's bullshit. Our bodies didn't change. Our fucking the way we're being fed, our diet has changed, has caused us to be to where our blood pressures are getting higher, but they dropped the fucking blood pressure.
Well, see, here's
So do you got to think that's kind of iffy right there.
and so here's how RFK, and here's how I hate, bro. Here's how I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how some black folks really lose the room. It was when RFK said, and we also need to do medical research when it comes to black folks because black people medicine affects them differently than other races. Like other races of medicine affect, like other races medicine affects them differently. and so we need to take a look into that. And I'm like, you hear black folks complaining, trying to say, look, RFK is being racist, yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't
y'all
take that
literally,
being racist.
I was like, y'all literally have been complaining about black women don't get the health care that they deserve, and the doctors don't listen to them, yada yada yada. You're literally having a man that's going to change the system to benefit you.
But
And
they
here's
like and complaining, bro. It gives them a sense
Still
of worth
complaining.
and power. Because when you do
Mhm.
fix their issue, or when they get what the fuck that they've been asking for, they be bitching and complaining about it, like that bear.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
complaining about the bear now.
Hey, boo boo.
Well,
You heard
yeah.
about that mother that got out to pet a bear and the bear mauled her and her kids.
Uh-huh. Sure did.
That's hilarious to me.
And I
God
for one
rest your soul,
said
woman,
that's
but you knew
what
what the
y'all
hell you
asked
was
for.
doing.
Go play with the bird. That's what you
You
want.
knew what the hell you was doing. The
Mhm.
fuck?
And then when they say, well, a bear is a lot more safer than a man, yeah, says so the woman that got mauled and her children on top of that, trying to be all nice with the bear. But go on,
Yeah.
take your lasses out there with the
Yeah.
motherfucker if you want to.
I bet you it was rhetoric that was on TikTok that probably contribute to that. Not the
Of course.
causation, but correlations I could probably debate.
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
I'll tell
You
And
already
folks
know
what's
so
that.
wrong with that video. Hey, give
and
me
so
1 second. Go pick up my package real quick.
Yeah, do what you do, man. We about to get in and talk about these tariffs, man.
and
Woo,
so
Stuff
yeah,
going on, man.
these motherfuckers is
Okay, we got a drink break.
well. What really grinds my fucking gears is like I
Grind your
said, is
gear.
these bitch ass niggas, bro. These bitch ass hoe ass niggas, bro.
Bitch ass hoe ass
I'm
nigga.
like niggas. I'm like I'm one of those dudes that could, you know what? I could swing. I could pop from the hip. You know, like I could shoot from the hip. But some of these niggas out here, I'm like, do y'all believe the bullshit y'all even saying right now? It's like that
Right.
fucking James dude on TikTok, dude. Like, I'm like, dude, get over your fucking self, bruh. You sadistic, pretentious
Like
bitch.
Charles too, right? Basically like Charles too, right?
See,
On
and
TikTok.
I was talking to one of his moderators. I was just like, I really don't have that. I was like, here's my problem with Charles. The nigga the nigga whenever this nigga I'm on a TikTok with this nigga, it sounds like he drunk a monster and did some push-ups before he got on TikTok. I'm like, calm the fuck down, nigga.
That nigga shits and spurts, nigga.
I'm like, don't get it. I was like, bro, don't get it
He
twisted.
one of them drive by shitting ass niggas. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just he go in the bathroom and to get right up and keep going.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, don't get it. I told the dude, I was like, don't get it twisted. That nigga be cooking sometimes. But that nigga be so fucking unhinged too, nigga.
I know, man.
And
That
I'm
nigga,
like,
he lacks love in his life. He ain't get no pussy. Oh well.
I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm like, dog, is it like, I'm like,
He
bro,
is suffering. He is suffering right now.
I'm
He
like,
is
bro,
sleeping nights alone, nigga.
like, it's just, I don't want to be like, you know how black women do. Who hurt you? I don't want to like,
I know, right? This nigga, he ain't had a hug in a long time, nigga. Somebody
like,
just give this
nigga.
nigga a hug. Please
I
just
was
give
like,
that nigga
nigga,
a hug.
you sound like what Hitler was doing whenever that nigga was rambling on that nigga had a 4 hour conversation with what's his name, Mussolini, to keep his ass in the fucking war, and he was just he talked Mussolini
Shut.
ears off. Yeah, he talked Mussolini ear off so bad that Mussolini was just like, all right, we stay in the war, so just so he could fucking leave. I'm like, you be on Hinge like that, nigga. Like, god damn, boy, calm the fuck down. Nah, I don't get it twisted. Now, I was on the TikTok and this nigga was cooking.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
This nigga was cooking, boy. I was like, damn, throwing the fucking towel, lady. Nah, this nigga Charles was, yeah, cooking, nigga. I was like, damn,
Oh yeah. Had her ass on the ropes, dog.
bruh. Man, I was just like, man, just throw in the fucking towel, lady. Like, this nigga is killing you, boy. This nigga talking about, yo, the reason why you don't got a man because the man that loved you, you left that nigga, and
God
like,
damn.
yo, that shit, like, the nigga, he be saying some really good shit sometimes, but that shit, I just that nigga be all, hey, nigga.
I know he be batting 1,000 all the damn time. He be on 100,000, turned up
Yeah,
to the max, no
nigga,
chill
all
at
the
all.
way turned
Turned
up.
up.
That motherfucker, boy. That
Every
nigga
day
had
we
me,
lit. Every day we lit. That
nigga,
nigga be up
nigga,
there, boy.
that
But
nigga more
shoot,
than lit.
man. Hey, folks, let's go ahead and get into these tariffs real quick, man. There's some shit that you probably won't hear on MSNBC, MSDNC, or CNN. And we also gonna get into some film or some footage of Chinese workers. Now they ain't showing you all this shit, but I found some film of some Chinese workers complaining and shit, and China not looking so good. I'm telling you, watch it now. These tariffs gonna fold their ass up like wet rags, just like it says on the bottom of the damn screen. Trump's tariffs, China
I hear.
gonna fold like wet rags. I'm trying to tell you, they gonna fold now. They're going to fucking fold. Watch what I tell you. Let's get to it.
If you're playing something, we can't hear it. Can't hear it.
Damn, you can't hear that dude. That's the same thing I did.
No.
You hear it last night or earlier today when I did it?
Yeah.
I don't know how it. What the fuck is going on? Hold, let me try
B-
something else.
Remember, but you wasn't playing on YouTube.
I
You,
wasn't on YouTube, was I?
yeah, you was on like Facebook.
God damn it. Hold on, man. I think I know what I gotta do real quick.
NIGGAZ is the niggas podcast.
Shut up, nigga. All right, man. Fuck it. Here we go. I think I've solved the problem.
Nope sound. There's no sound.
Still no sound?
Nope sound.
God damn it, man. What the hell? Hold on. Hold on.
I don't want to know if you don't know how to.
Hold on, man. Hold the phone. Let me see. Input.
Rihanna, take your panties off of me. Come on, Kelvin, can you fuck off for me?
Hey, what the fuck, man?
Man, this is the end, bruh.
What are you talking about?
Rihanna, take your panties off.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
God damn it, man.
Struggle streaming, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Believe it or not, guys, Sean used to be a TV producer. No, I'm just joking. It's fucked up.
Would be stupid.
Huh?
Can you hear anything? God damn.
Nothing.
What'd you say, bro? Hello?
Yeah, what you said, I had my headphones off.
I was asking, did you hear anything?
Play it again. Nope, don't hear a damn thing.
Shit. I don't know what's going on with this shit, dude. Hold on, man. Let me try one more thing. One more thing, and then fuck it. We just move on to something.
Nigga, what the fuck did you do with it, man?
I don't know, dude. I don't
You
know.
sure it ain't something accidentally unplugged?
No, dog. Ain't shit unplugged, dude. Definitely ain't that shit. Let me look. Let me go into the settings of the damn thing. Maybe if I.
You sound like Lil Wayne. I got a big thing, Keisha, real dick, please.
All right.
Shot him in the queue, still working on a visa. Now she suck dick, but expecting me either. Got a big thing, Keisha.
All right, hold on, man. You couldn't hear nothing then either, could you?
Nope.
God damn. How about then?
God. Ooh, that was my back. Ooh, that hurt. There's nothing. There's no sound, bro.
Shit, fuck it then. Fuck it. I don't know what's going on with the damn thing.
All right, everybody, that's the show. See y'all later. No, stop.
Yeah, but anyway, so basically, Kevin O'Leary came on Fox News and said that he would increase the tariffs by 400% if he could. 400%. I'm trying to see if there's another way I can see about this bitch working. Well, that's not gonna work.
She twerking?
She's
twerking?
Oh, but shit. Let me see if I can find something on. Well, I know what I could do. Goddamn, we see what's up with this right here. Hold on. So they also had some video on. What we can do is we'll talk about. I'm gonna put the video up. You might not be able to hear shit, but you can see the goddamn angst on it.
I think. Hold on. Play the video again. I think it's because you have the captions on.
God damn it.
Do you think it's because you had the captions on? Yeah, dude. It doesn't sound good. I heard that. It didn't sound good at all. Yes.
Hello?
Reciprocal tariff.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mac.
Yes.
Mac.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
But anyway, folks.
Yes.
You're mute, Max. You're not muted, bro. I don't know why I can't hear you though.
I don't know what you did, nigga.
I still can't hear you.
I don't know what you did, nigga.
And you can't hear me either.
What you did.
Hold on.
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
But I cannot hear you. I don't know why I can't.
Nope.
Okay, no, Max. I cannot hear you. Max, I can't hear you.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Were you got
okay?
thinking, nigga. All right, tell me if you can hear this video, dude. I got it playing in the background.
We have some real issues with them since 2000.
That shit is
They came into the World
trash.
Trade Organization. They've never complied by any of the
How about
rules.
that?
There are thousands of complaints registered at the
That's good.
WTO, and they've never been adjudicated.
So let's
never
listen
been
to this,
resolved.
y'all.
Now, when I do business in China, I can't use their court system, and yet they can use ours. They can actually sue me here with knockoff products that they stole the IP from. And so we've got a really imbalanced playing field. It's not a level playing field at all. Even worse than that, I'm just giving you a list of litany that has to be resolved in addition to trade tariffs. Trade tariffs are a sideshow in China. They get to use our capital markets, the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. They list companies that are not compliant with general accounting principles. You don't even get a real share. You get a shadow share, and they don't provide right financial statements, and they're not compliant. And they're, by the law, they should be getting delisted. And I believe they will be soon because there's a new sheriff in town. Paul Atkins just got approval to run the SEC, and he's going to be a China hawk, I believe. So all of this stuff has to get resolved. And that's why my view is, why don't we just ratchet it up? Why mess around with these 25% a week increases? Just go to 400%. Shut down a complete trade with China and start squeezing them until they come to the table.
Yeah, we know that China's a big rule breaker, absolutely, on the global stage, particularly.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? He says to squeeze their ass.
Yeah, squeeze their ass for every last goddamn drop that is left.
My conductor that's much that much.
And I'm gonna see if I can show y'all that. Y'all can show y'all.
It's crazy. It's because I have seen a lot of black folks talking about this shit more than I have seen white people talking about it. Even though I know white people are talking about it, but the loudest ones been in the room has been black folks. And I'm like, you're the same group of people that talks about how bad slavery is. But you have
a business owner running an automotive parts processing factory in Guangdong.
Could you hear that? Can you hear me? Yes.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. I can hear
the factory turned into a retirement.
Pause it. Can you pause it? Pause it.
The machines were
I can hear the YouTube very good.
Deafening. Now.
Yes, that is absolutely amazing.
Okay, cool. So I
what man? What was it? What was the problem?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I did the exact same thing I did before, and the shit works now. I don't know.
Nigga, well, wherever you do, nigga, video, just video record you doing the same shit, nigga. So next time you just
the shit. I mean, shit. It is what it is. I know the settings is on and everything, dude. Like, this shit is not different than it was. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I got that on that. I got that on that. Okay, output, boom.
I don't know why you now is you sound statically now. I don't know why what just happened.
I didn't do shit. I was just checking settings.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
All right, about to play this part where she's talking about this tariff.
This is why the stock market and the yuan hasn't completely crashed, which it should have, okay, due to the fact that, again, Chinese manufacturers are struggling, right? And this is something that you're not going to see in the mainstream level media because it doesn't really fit.
All right, can I tell you how they're struggling? All right, so I'll give you an example. You remember widget spinners?
Yeah.
So widget spinners, before there was a actual market for it, they loaded up and stockpiled it here in the United States. Then pretty much, honestly, it took one nigga who was popular to make that shit hot. It made it a trend. Then it's like everybody had it. So what they do is they literally have been doing. They've been doing this for years now. Just remember this, guys. They've been doing this for years. Literally, what they do is they will manipulate the consumer in the market by flooding their shit and hire some of these influencers to basically advertise their products. Now, I don't have a problem with that unless it's as long as it's fair. But the shit that they've been doing is not fucking fair.
Ain't been fair.
No. But see, so the reason, like, so example, a lot of the shit that you are like motherfuckers order and that's been order in a high manner, a lot of these fucking companies and they already have them stockpiled in warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
Example, why do you think if you order something off of Amazon that's basically from China, why the fuck would you get it like the in 2 days? Because they already have it.
Day.
Yeah, they already have it. It was already here. And so all the shit that's in China right now is basically what you have is you have the buyer
inventory piling up.
Yeah, so what you do, you have the buyer and you have the seller. China has has basically perfected mass production, and so they have all this product and nowhere to sell it to.
They didn't spend money that they ain't gonna get back.
Yeah, and so what's happening is people are gonna start fucking panicking. And once people start panicking, that's when you're gonna start seeing everybody come out the woodwork about we're not gonna be able to survive, yada yada yada, all this shit. And see, this is one thing that this was what you could say we have a cultural problem. You got to remember when that power plant happened in Hiroshima. Not Hiroshima, but in Tokyo when the nuclear power plant erupted, and in order to, if I'm trying to remember, it happened a while ago. In order to stop the reactor, some shit, they had to do some shit. But instead of sending the young people, the old people realized it was their time. And it was the elder folks that cleaned out all of that nuclear radiation and waste, and a lot of those elders actually died because of you got
radiation
exposed to a lot. Yeah, a lot of radiation exposure. And so the eldest generation did that as the last gift to their to their offsprings and their offsprings. And they did something, in my opinion, was a high honor and bravery. Here's the thing: the generation in the United States, old generation in the United States, won't do that.
Hell no.
And that's the reason why when it comes to people, when they talk about baby boomers and all that shit, we just like, yeah, y'all probably one of the most selfish motherfuckers that ever existed. All y'all motherfuckers are so fucking selfish. It's me. I'm literally talking to auntie. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going to happen in a couple of years where there's no fucking jobs? All them shits are in China.
And she worrying about how much her fucking Birkin cost. Well,
she worrying about her fucking 401k that's going to bounce back. Her retirement that's going to bounce back.
You ain't retiring right now. And motherfuckers that's retiring right now, they should have had a plan before now.
Yeah. But the older generation don't give a fuck about that.
No, they don't.
And they don't wonder, and they wonder why they get a lot of pushback from the young generation. Like, yo, y'all some of the most selfish motherfuckers that ever existed.
Yep.
It's not being an asshole. It's just telling you the goddamn truth. Y'all selfish than a motherfucker. Like, for real though.
Is hurting a lot more than we are right now. But again, the whole point is to make it seem like the U.S. is hurting more than China to get Trump to fold first. Because again, Wall Street, they don't like this.
A business owner running an automotive parts processing factory in Guangdong expresses helplessness in a video. Once the tariffs went up, the factory turned into a retirement home. This time last year, the machines were deafening. Now, not even rats come around.
Y'all see this, right? Now, you don't see this on MSNBC and CNN. They ain't showing you none of this shit. China is fucking hurting right now. That dude is just he's just goddamn putting up a strong front. He just goddamn trying to act like everything's hunky-dory right now, but he gonna fold pretty soon.
2 million yen worth of goods.
And those are the ones that's been selling off. China is the one that's been selling off their stock bonds and shit.
Yep, selling off all that shit.
Yeah, selling off all their stock bonds and
yeah, to keep the shit afloat for now. That's a temporary fix. They about to go fucking bottom up.
Well, what they're trying to do is they're trying to and it's manipulative too. But hey, what they're doing is by selling off their bonds, it make it seem like the U.S. dollar is weakening, right? And so these niggas on Wall Street are just panic selling. And so that's the reason why when the market crashed all the way, and I was just like, no, it's the fucking rich panic selling. That's the exact same thing I told my auntie. I was like,
traders, not investors. Traders.
Yeah.
Traders, not investors. Mostly traders. People that make that quick money on the market.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, these are traders. They're also traders too, regardless, because they ain't gonna do something in the interest of apparently they ain't gonna do nothing in the interest of the American people. We obviously see now.
But your investors know what's going on right now, and they chilling.
Yeah, these motherfuckers make me sick. Me sick, dude. They don't give a fuck about America, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your children. They don't give a fuck about they don't give a fuck about me, you. They don't give a fuck about us, bro. And as quickly, the quicker people will see that, the better we will be. But until then, we're fucked. Because we got a bunch of fucking morons who are voters.
Yep.
A bunch of goddamn fucking morons and babies. Those who are your fucking voters, guys. Morons and fucking children. Grown-ass children, to be more exact.
Grown-ass kids.
Bitch-ass motherfuckers.
You got that right.
And no one wants them, not even for free. The workers sit outside in the sun all day, and I'm paying their basic wages out of my own pocket. The bank is hounding me every day over the loan. If this keeps up for another 3 months, these machines will be worth nothing but scrap. The Americans raise tariffs without a second thought, but it's killing those of us in real industry. Does anyone have a way to clear out this inventory? I'll take scrap prices if I have to.
Notice they said the Americans raise the tariffs and it's killing us. So his government telling them the same thing our Democratic government telling us. If you look at the Democratic propaganda news arm of MSNBC and CNN, it's basically like being goddamn the fucking Chinese dictator, but you goddamn sitting up in goddamn Atlanta for CNN. Forgot where MSNBC is located, but Atlanta for CNN. And telling people on damn TV anything you want them to know, but they ain't telling them the whole truth.
A clothing factory owner is clearing out inventory due to excess stock.
Does anyone want these white pants? If you don't mind, you can just take them. It's such a shame to throw away tens of thousands of them. The US is hitting us with heavy tariffs, and these goods are affected. Physical stores are closing down. All the big brands are shipping their genuine products with labels. There's only 3 days left, so I'm clearing everything out at a discount. If you've never bought before, now's the time to try a few.
The US-China trade war has dealt a devastating blow to industries that depend on exports to the United States, especially in sectors such as textiles, apparel, electronics, and automotive products. Factories that previously manufactured goods for American brands have been hit hardest, with widespread order cancellations and even finished products left without buyers. Many factories have been forced to halt production or attempt to reduce.
Y'all see they ain't showing you this shit on MSNBC and CNN, right? See what shit's going on? And just like what Max said, they selling off these bonds because they have trillions of dollars of asset in America. So they doing exactly like these fucking fear investors or fear traders in the market. What are they doing? They selling off everything, right? Well, guess what? They ain't gonna be able to sell off everything to sustain the amount of time it's gonna take for these tariffs not to hit. Wait another 3 months, see what the fuck be happening. He ain't gonna wait that long to he ain't gonna wait 3 months to negotiate. Xi Jinping, whatever his name is, he gonna be talking in the next few weeks, nigga.
Yeah, you as strong as long as your people are satisfied. Once
They
your
ain't
people ain't satisfied,
they already got there complaining.
Yeah, once your people ain't satisfied, you're basically you're going to be a dictator for a limited time, buddy.
Use inventory through domestic sales, but weak consumer demand at home has limited the impact, resulting in heavy losses. Today is April 10th. U.S. tariffs have surged to a staggering 145%. Many friends running OEM factories for American brands told me all their U.S. orders were canceled. Even completed goods are being rejected, and shipments that already reached the port are being pulled back. Some shameless clients are even demanding their deposits back. When disaster hits, it's always the factories left holding the bag.
So you're not going to get that narrative in the mainstream level media because, again, the media is...
Nope, they not getting that shit back. I want y'all to see that. And then how about something else I found? I think I found a daggum a picture of or a video of a damn riot that they had over there. Where's this shit at? Is this shit on here? I think they had a riot over in China. Hold on.
Tell them, bitch, I'm from Texas. We niggas wear the diamonds and the chains on the necklace.
There have been leaks.
Big X, huh?
Yeah, bruh, man, I fucking love Big X the plug, boy. That motherfucker be going in, boy.
Texas, baby.
Bruh, I love his I love that that it's 2 a.m. Boy,
That 2 a.m. is straight. That 2 a.m. is straight. That 2 a.m. is straight.
Boy, I love
I like
that
the one he
beat.
got with the Sixers. You know they call him the Sixes. He got like him and the other dude. I forgot the name of that song. It started off. I think it's "Won't You See Me Whip It."
Whip it,
Yeah, that shit that be damn.
From different businesses on what is going on over in China, and I want to share that with you guys today. All right, because we only get to hear it from one side. We don't get to hear it from the other side to see what the other people are going through and whether or not they suffering or what's happening out here. All right, so I figured I'd source through some of the videos that y'all been sending me in my email and that I would actually show you guys and present that to you guys because, you know, they like to censor things over in China and they don't necessarily want it to get out and they trying to prevent y'all from seeing what's really happening and stuff like that. So I figured, why not just go ahead and share with you guys exactly what's going on over there? This is what's going on.
Last month, I took an order for a batch of copper parts. I've already bought all the materials. It cost tens of thousands, and everything has been cut, ground, washed, and engraved. It's not finished yet, but today the customer messaged me and said the delivery might be delayed. After customs clearance, the taxes have gone up too much. A TikToker who works as a bulk trade supplier shared in his video the huge pressure he's under after the sudden increase in U.S. tariffs.
Our orders are worth over 50 million US dollars. This year, we're already booked through May 2026. But with this 30% tariff hike, the impact on us is huge.
Well, you can go ahead and ratchet that up to like 125 to 145%. Listen, did you hear what they just said? Their orders to the United States of America is over $50 million. Think about that for a second. Y'all can't get nobody to support your little dinner business and get 10 orders on a Friday so that you can deliver it to their plant on a Friday. Y'all can't get nobody to support your little small business. Your family be like, no, remember what she said to me on last Thanksgiving? Remember what she said to me on last Thanksgiving?
That's all them Sheen orders.
Y'all can't get nobody to support your
It's
business.
Fashion Nova.
And you got a little startup, and all you ask them is to repost it on Instagram.
Definitely Temu.
You ask them to repost your business and put it out there for the people to see on Instagram, and they won't even give you no kind of love whatsoever. But guess what they're gonna do? Order all of their fake shoes from China, or and then you know how they flood them. Y'all want me to tell y'all how they get y'all? They get y'all to sell it. China, they are good. I have to give them some credit. They are good. They get y'all to sell their products here in the United States of America. You know how they get y'all to sell their products? TikTok, Fashion Nova, sponsorship.
Temu, Shine.
Y'all be on TikTok hustling. You see this? Yeah, this is the same type of watch that they had over at that other company. Yeah, look, do some of the same things, missing a couple buttons here and there. But listen, you order this watch today, you can get it for $9.99. If you order 10 of them, you can get it for $9.98 a piece. All right? Same as those other guys. But just order it today and we'll have it shipped out to you tomorrow. That's all they do on TikTok.
But that's how they be getting ass.
TikTok shop is full of Chinese products, selling it to y'all, and they gave y'all pennies for what it is that they selling it for. And then you think of yourself as an influencer because you've been selling all of this stuff on TikTok shop.
That's why I ain't even got my TikTok shop.
For every dollar you make,
I don't even go on TikTok. Shit.
They make about 10
you
to
give
$50 probably.
40 to them.
Oh shit, damn.
Yep, Fashion Nova. You got all of these influencers, all of these women that said that they IG models.
Hey, banking off the broke bitches.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah,
Sheen,
bro.
I got a Sheen sponsorship. They give you $30, and then you over there, you sell them a whole bunch, and you give all of your money over to them. And they got a whole bunch of child laborers and people over there that's making $1 a day, making all of the products so they can ship it to you. Listen, they care so little about the products, and it's such it ain't even tripping for them that if they have a return, they don't even take the return back. They just tell you to throw it away.
They steal shit. They do.
If you get a return,
that's how much they don't give a fuck.
If you get a return, they tell you to throw it away. Or if you send it back, they don't even send it back to the manufacturer. They able to take the L. They just call it shrinkage. That's what they call it.
Yep. That's what it is called.
They call it shrinkage.
And they probably got them writing that shit off as a depreciation on the product.
Yeah, that's where the shrinkage is coming from.
Yep.
That's how much they think of their products when they send it to you. If you don't like it and you want a refund, you can send it back and then they're going to throw it away. Or what they'll do is they'll package it up. I shouldn't be giving y'all all of this game. They're going to package it up, and all of the little fake products, all the little trash products or whatever, they're going to do an Amazon haul, or they're going to do a haul on some of these other sites. And so then you can basically go and purchase a pallet. Yes. Listen, it's a gajillion ways to make money. If you know, you know. And I don't think that anybody should be broke inside of the United States of America. If you broke inside of the United States of America, that's a you problem.
You goddamn right.
It ain't the jobs. It means that you don't actually do the work and you don't have work ethic and you waiting to just sit at somebody's desk and put on the headset and answer a call and say, "May I help you?" You go through your little Salesforce products and you feel like the government is supposed to. Bro, it's 1,000 different ways for you to make money. So then
Pause that real quick,
they
Sean.
return the stuff.
So I want to touch on what he just said real quick. There's 1,000 ways of making money. You want to know one way you can make some money up in the coming futures as to what's going on right now while you're sitting there at your little desk twiddling your fingers and other stuff? Invest your ass in some motherfucking crypto, you stupid son of a bitches. Okay, go ahead.
Goddamn, Dragon, nigga. Hey, hold on, nigga. I feel like that nigga just took a shot, nigga. Hey, even though I'm playing the game right now, nigga, don't mean I ain't buying crypto. No, I'm just talking shit. That's how them niggas gonna talk though. That's how them niggas gonna talk, Dragon. They don't care. They don't care. Like it's like one of my partners. I try to get them involved in crypto, right? Like, I actually literally have invited him to the WhatsApp group. Not only that, I also invited him to the Discord. Nigga still hasn't joined up yet. And I'm like, and I kept it a bean with I kept it a bean with him. I was like, because me and my homie Shark, we was talking about it while we was gaming and shit. He was just like, "Oh, y'all making money off of crypto like that?" I was just like, "Yeah, dude. I've been trying to get you to join and shit." Like Dragon, like Shark, he watched the he actually mainly watches you more than he watches us.
Huh?
And so yeah, he mainly watches your crypto section more than he watch the
That is one
more
hell of a
than he,
compliment. I appreciate that.
yeah. And so he was just like, "Yeah, your boy Dragon, like this motherfucker literally gives out some great fucking advice when it comes to the crypto." He was just like, he's like, "My only problem with Dragon is just so much fucking information that I get." He's like, I'll be fucking up, and so he had to write shit down and shit, and
Yeah.
so. But he was just like, "Yeah, you get a whole lot of information and shit." Like I remember he started mining Pi when we was talking about Pi that one time,
Mm-hmm.
and he started mining. He was like, "Shit." I'm like, "I'm mining Pi right now." He's like,
app underneath your team, bro. Put them up underneath your team on the Ember app and have them start mining and making that extra fucking money. Trust me, because when he can pump out $50 to $100 a month in Bitcoin just for mine, man, come on. But anyway, yeah, get him on with that since he's active with it. That way he'll be at least set himself up, and if he has any children, that way they'll be set up for the future, because ultimately those are the ones that's going to be inheriting that world. So it's not for him. Just like me doing all of this is not for me. It's for my offspring.
Yeah.
None of this is actually for me. It's all for them. I'm just gaining what I need from it, but it's passed off so that way once they inherit that world, they ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. I don't want them asking me, why did you take a chance and opportunity when you had the availability to do so? Why are we suffering now when you had the chance to make it to where we're not suffering? I do not want my offspring to say that at all, because there's plenty of people that's saying it now in regards to what their parents shoulda, coulda, woulda did, and they would not be in the situations now.
You want to hear something so fucking funny, dude? My mom, I'll tell you a quick story. One of her friends had a brilliant idea, right? And had a brilliant idea. And this is kind of reason why I kind of do some shit just off of GP. Like, I just do it just to do it sometimes. But this was and this is the reason why, like I would tell friends, I'm probably not going to be there for the good times all the time, but if you got some shit that you really going through, I'll be there, goddamn it. I'm one of those dudes like, all right, bro, hey, let me come over there. Let me tell you some jokes, nigga, help you, cheer your spirit up, whatever, right? I'm one of those type of dudes, right? So, now, And so my mom, one of her friends needed about 1,000 to 2 Gs. And it was just like, it's a short time investment. He was like, I promise you, this investment, I remember that shit. I promise you, this motherfucking investment will be the best thing you do in your life. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, Mom, you should just give that nigga the money just because he's your friend and you have the money. And it's like, you got money laying around somewhere. You know what my mom decided to do?
What?
Say, man, basically the nicest way to tell somebody to go fuck yourself.
Damn.
You know what that nigga created?
What?
MP3s.
Well,
Yeah, he was one of the first ones to to get MP3s, and that nigga is it's a millionaire. And you know how much my mom investment will have you know how much my mom investment will have been, bruh, of her
oh,
2,000?
nice in a castle right about now.
Man, nigga, we would have, nigga, I'll be real with you, bruh. I probably would have never met y'all niggas. It's like I'll probably have never met like most of the people I know in my life. I probably have never met them because I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker, like another dude she was talking to, another dude. I remember that was just her friend, but another dude, right? She literally was talking to a guy who was basically a computer goddamn genius. This motherfucker was one of the first black dudes to work with Apple on their product. Like he was one of the only black dudes, like one of the first ones to help out creating the iPod. Well, and so some of the information, like nigga, like honestly, this nigga Dragon, he give y'all great crypto information just off of GP. That's just being real.
Put y'all on game, man, so that way y'all
All
can
right.
make it, because I keep
Y'all
trying to
better
tell
pay
you
attention.
it's coming. They
Yeah.
gonna make what's coming, because it's
Yeah.
coming.
Because it's like when Dragon's saying $17,000, I'm sorry, $17 per XRP.
Nah, nigga, you called it $17,000. Yep, exactly. I'll take that number per XRP. Goddamn right.
$17,000. Like it's some people I have seen literally who some experts said XRP is gonna be $9,000 one day.
Yep.
Well, look at it like this. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin wasn't always $86,000. It had to come from
But
somewhere.
see, my thing is the thing here, and I'm gonna be real with you. This is the reason why I don't like Bitcoin. And one of the main reasons why I don't like Bitcoin is nigga used to be able to buy drugs with it. That's the only reason why I don't like it.
You still can now.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of the things I don't like. And one of the things, another reason is I'm a old school dude. I don't like to do email. I need to talk to a motherfucker. I need to talk to somebody, right? And so I'm like, XRP, if I have a problem, I could call Ripple. And Ripple got me. And I'm like, you got a lot of dudes that are still like that, and that's the reason why I'm all in on XRP. Like I'll be real with you, I am so all in on XRP that damn it, I'm holding XRP to just goddamn hold it.
I put my shit in the escrow account, bro. And that's the main portion of my portfolio is XRP, because I know what that potential is, besides the other stuff of what I have been telling people, because that's where all the institutions are putting their money. I mean, when you have trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines that you're willing and ready to inject into a new financial system, why the fuck would you pay attention to where they're going to be injecting their money so you can capitalize on that shit? You go with the flow of financial energy, not against it.
Ain't XRP an American company too, right?
Yep. Ripple is here in the United States. Had to outsource outside of the United States first. Got that business going. I mean, dude, they're predominant in the AU. Over 20% of the AU uses XRP. Literally. Europe does it. You already know what Japan is doing in regards to the banks for utilization of XRP payments and other shit like that. That's gonna make this shit fucking pump, and people aren't paying attention. There's some people, XRP ain't this and that. It's like, okay, you ain't gotta pay attention to the writing on the wall if you want. You can be dyslexic all you want, go right on the head. I'm not.
I'll be right back, folks.
Fuss, complain. All right, big bro. None of this shit. You do what you do. If you want to stay stuck on Bitcoin and just all Bitcoin, this and that, no, it ain't. It's just a store of value. It doesn't have any real fucking utility behind it. It's a beta test coin. That's why it's called BTC, beta test coin, Bitcoin. It's the test coin. And now they're utilizing it as a store of value because the test has been utilized because of the altcoins that they have out now, alternate coins. So when you factor that stuff in, it's like, man, look, I know why the Bitcoin maxes are the way that they are because of how much Bitcoin is now. But when you have other coins that's flipping upon shit, hello.
Yep.
But man, it is what it is. But hey, there's the people that are listening. Y'all are gonna be good. The people that aren't listening, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Bitcoin just can't. Didn't XRP just come out with ETF?
Yeah, they've already, dude. They have 18 XRP ETFs already enrolled, and there's not that many Bitcoin ETFs. So think about how much money is going to be flowing into XRP, not only for the fact that BlackRock is in it, Ondo is in it, China's in it, Japan is in it, Europe's in it, South America's in it. Remember, over there in South America, they have their stable coin of what they've been building off of the XRP ledger. And South America had the first XRP ETF. The first. So knowing all this global XRP, when it finally hits the States, that shit's gonna fucking pump. That's why they're projecting, it's gonna be this amount, it's gonna be, because of the case use of what it is global wide. And now it's finally like the SEC is releasing their clutches off the shit. And now the exponential growth of said coin is gonna fucking jump up like how it actually needs to. And I'm buying that shit up left and fucking right. Swapping out coins and all sorts of other shit. That's why I'm so glad that they made that fucking Tip Nano app. I will say this over and over and over and over and over again. I'm so thankful that by the time I finish with that app, I always get $50 flat every fucking time. And I can turn that $50 into any motherfucking thing else that I want. And the only thing I have to do is just press a couple of buttons, watch one ad, maybe open up this window, maybe open up that, collect some points, let the fucking game play itself because I'm generating all of this shit and cash the fuck out. And I can utilize that free money to invest in the other assets that I wanted to get into without actually having to spend my actual money. Oh yeah, that all day. You got me fucked up. Why wouldn't I take advantage of that? It's too fucking smooth. So versus me being, I ain't got enough money for this. No, but I have hyper intelligence is what I have. I have the internet, and then I have other things to utilize to my resources so that way I maximize my potential. I ain't got no fucking excuses. I don't accept them. I don't take them. I'm not utilizing them. And I've got to be the embodiment of what the fuck I be talking about. I've got to be. Walk it like you talk it. So motherfuckers really need to pay attention to getting gear. If they choose not to, that's their choice. Only thing I say, just like I've been telling people, that are close to me. Once it happens, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing. Nothing. Because if it's in your face and you're still choosing to neglect it, once that flip is switched and you're forced, shut your fucking mouth. Don't say a goddamn thing. And you had plenty of time and ample opportunity not only to do research, invest, and look in the same areas, projects to see exactly what the institutions are doing just as much as I did, and or be privy to the information that I'm giving you so you can go do your own research so that way you can invest for yourself. Because once it happens, like I tell everybody, shut the fuck up. I don't want shit. I'm not worried about anything of what you got to say because you had that same opportunity that I did and that other individuals did that took advantage of it. You decided like you wanted to be distracted, you're going to have to fucking suffer. Period. I don't care.
Mining now.
Excellent. Oh yeah, my girl was mining too. She's like, I'm mining again. Yay. I'm like, I'm so proud of you, baby. I appreciate that. She be rotating through the maps just as much as I do.
Hold on. What? Oh shit, your girl's in the States, right?
Yeah, she's in Las Vegas.
Never mind.
Yeah, we had that talk. Remember?
Yeah.
About what's going on over there, and you was like, check on them. So I did check on the one that I know that is out there. She's definitely doing fine. But yeah,
Hold on, the one in Las Vegas, she Dominican?
Of course.
Yo, here's something. Yo, what the fuck is with Dominicans in Las Vegas, bro?
What
the fuck up with Dominicans in fucking New York?
No, I'm for real. Like, all the females that that I have known that's Dominican, they all wanted to go. Like, if it's that question, if you go anywhere, where would you go? And they all literally have said Las Vegas. And I was like, huh?
It's the Las Vegas life that most of them be looking at, because you know how motherfuckers are sold a dream out there for this shit, for this family, and your other stuff. But yeah, her family moved out there for when they had came from Puerto Plata. They went right out there, and that's where she's been at. And she's going to be going back pretty soon and assisting me to get situated and acclimated over there. So
think about it like this: aren't Dominican women, even though they are pious to some point, are highly sexual, right?
Yeah.
Well, what goes on in Vegas? Partying. They like to party. They like to dance. And they're highly sexual. I love them.
I honestly, I think it might be. I think it might be because of movies. Because some of those old Spanish movies used to
always portray Vegas.
Always portray Vegas and used to glamorize Vegas and shit.
Especially when you had like Ricky out there and shit. Ricky Ricardo. Motherfuckers was all over there, because wasn't Lucille Ball based over there in Las Vegas, or was
it was?
Yeah,
it was.
Boom. There we
but
go.
We had an hour and 33 minutes, folks. We had an hour and let's keep it pushing.
Okay. Companies then do is that they package them all on the pallet, they shrink wrap them, and then you go and purchase the pallet for cheap, and then you take that same product that people return, and then you list it individually. You break it down individually. You sell it on eBay. You sell it on all these different sites. You sell it on Facebook Marketplace. You go on TikTok Shop. You start your own website. You do all of this stuff. And so that's how they then finesse and break down the product. It's just like the dope game.
Yep.
It's just like the dope game. You can buy a pound, you can buy an ounce, you can buy a key, you can buy a quarter key. And then what you do is you go and chop it up, you break it down, you sell it as individual, you sell it individuals, or you get somebody to move the product for you. And if you're really good and you got enough money, you can start to become a wholesaler, right? And you move from consignment to actually purchasing your own product, and then you move from your own product over to actually getting the keys. and then you break it down and you sell it in ounces. You become the distributor, and then that's how you continue to move up in the ranks. And you run it up. But along the way, you got to take some losses, right? You're gonna have a raid man come and stop it in. You're gonna have some people that go and get arrested.
Either that or he just knows business.
You're gonna have some snitches. You're gonna have to bail some people out. You got to put some money up for lawyer fees, all of that type of stuff. And so we call that shrinking.
Or he knows somebody, or he knows somebody that's been
that nigga know that nigga either that it's like this, either that nigga did it, or he was in that shit, or he had a nigga that was really close to was in the game, nigga. Because I'm gonna be real with you.
We call it shrinkage. You said we. That I was like, yeah, he was in there, and when he was breaking that shit down, like I was saying it, I was like, yeah, bro, you don't sound like somebody that's like actually too much.
Or he was in the room when it was going down.
Yeah,
that nigga was goddamn more in the room, nigga. That nigga was goddamn. That nigga was taking orders, nigga.
That nigga was at the stove, nigga. that nigga was at the stove, nigga. Had the glass and everything, nigga.
Bruh, because he broke it down to a point where I was just like, you know what? It actually makes sense.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I get exactly what you're saying, sir.
Yeah,
it makes all makes sense.
That is shrinkage. That's shrinkage.
Pause.
Right? Your distributors, your supplier, he might get knocked, and then you trying to figure out who the plug is. So you might have to buy the product, spend a little bit more money for a weaker product from a competitor over there. That's what we call shrinkage. And so then your margins shrink. And so when I see these black guys that's in the street selling all of this dope and moving all of this junk into the community with the high risk, trying to do 25 to life, I say, bro, you're doing the same thing that somebody else is doing, except for they ain't got to worry about looking over their shoulder and whether or not they're going to get arrested.
So, yeah, he in it. I ain't trying to hear this shit.
You're doing the same thing that they doing over here, except for they got a box truck and they picking up pallets, and then you over here taking penitentiary chances. But it's so many different ways to make money without you going and putting your life on the line and putting your freedom on the line. And so now you see Chinese people over here getting impacted, and they are complaining about the fact that the tariffs is running them out of business, but this is largely being suppressed and censored, and they don't want this to get out, because then that would mean that you guys know that we are actually doing the right thing for Americans by no longer making everybody else rich and starting to figure out how we can then pivot and capitalize off of the market ourselves.
Again, like we used to.
Oh, Anton,
if you're a small startup, it's not such a big deal because you don't ship enough to fill an entire container. But for us, it hits hard. Our profit margins in bulk trading are already razor thin. Now with a 34% tariff, it's like getting knocked to the ground.
He said the only thing he can do for now is wait. His backup plan is to ship through third-party warehouses in other countries. That's the only way forward.
Here's how
that's not gonna work.
Here's how I know that you think they're stupid. Did he just say that we can't ship all of our products in a container?
Yep.
And he said you third-party people, so now they're trying to.
Can you just go back to that point real quick? That Chinese dude said. You mind going back real quick to that?
Off the market ourselves.
You're a small startup, it's not such a big deal because you don't ship enough to fill an entire container. But for us, it hits hard. Our profit margins in bulk trading are already razor thin. Now with a 34% tariff, it's like getting knocked to the ground.
Pause it.
Okay, he said that.
Pause it.
All right.
Okay. So
he said 34%. This is before the 145 that he just put on now.
Here's the thing. So if if they're shipping, basically, here's how it is. If they shipping something and they don't have a full container of it, bro, you know what they do? They sell parts of the container. They sell space in the container. And so even if you were small that like didn't have, it's basically they think you're the consumer is stupid enough to really believe this shit. Is that you can always, in my opinion, which you can always do, you can always sell space in that container. And also, if you're shipping shit over here to the United States, right, and you don't have that much product, everything's still coming in a shipping container, even if it's small fucking mail, still coming in a shipping container. So the only thing you're complaining about is the extra taxes you gotta pay.
Yep.
So if it's 400, if say if it's 125 fucking percent, nigga, that's only that's only 10. Is that, if I remember correctly, is that just 10% taxes?
Yep.
So you're complaining about an extra. You're complaining about an extra 10 cents on the fucking dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss my ass. Yeah. Literally kiss
my bad, man. My bad.
Kiss my black
you be
ass,
like
the
trying
ugly
to say some
part.
shit, man. You be
No, because I'm literally thinking about it. I'm just like, wait 1 second. I'm like, basically, these niggas are literally technically complaining about extra 10 cent on a dollar. That's basically
they
what they're
are.
complaining
They
about.
are. They are.
Yep.
And I'm like, you are greedy fucks. You greedy fucking bastards. That's basically what you are.
Tevin King says the tariffs have caused a lot
Wow.
of the subsidies to go up. Wham, 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 Tevin. Find somewhere else to buy it.
All right, so
Tevin.
so here's the thing,
Stop
though.
complaining. Formulate
Here's
a
the thing,
plan.
though.
Formulate a plan
Yeah.
and go with that, Tevin.
Yep.
Don't be a weakling. Formulate a plan. Where's locally
Who?
that you can find the things that you need? Where's locally? Have you looked up locally where you can
Yeah.
buy stuff? Have you done that?
You know these niggas is wow, an extra 10 cent on the dollar, and y'all are bitching.
But you'll go buy Jordans though. You go buy Jordans though, won't you? Don't matter how high they get.
This is how much your dollar means to the fucking world, black man. That's how much these niggas are bitching by the extra 10 goddamn cents. Wow. This is an absolute fucking treasure, bro.
We are the consumers. Our country is the biggest consumer that has ever existed.
No, not only that, China don't even know how to fucking read the room. All this shit that they've been doing this past weekend, these past couple of days, all this shit that they have been doing on TikTok and all that shit, doing the motherfucking most. I'm like, bruh, this shit ain't the way which y'all gonna think it is, bruh.
It ain't gonna end the way you think it is. No,
yeah, this shit ain't like you see what China got used to dealing with whole ass niggas. That's basically what it is. They got used to dealing with whole ass niggas from America dudes who could just buy them off. Like, that's what China's been doing and honestly, it's clear. The proof is in a goddamn pudding, right, guys? Like, China's been literally paying off these rhino Republicans and these fucking Democrats millions of dollars, and they really don't give a fuck about you, because 10 cents extra on the fucking dollar, that's what they're complaining about. Fuck you, China.
And gas prices really ain't really been affected that much.
Wow.
There are some gas places that are gouging because I paid $4.84 for some fucking premium the other day in the city when all I had to do is be out here where I stay at and only pay about $2.70, $2.60.
I don't know why that's repeating itself when I'm putting that in the chat to talk to Tevin, but it repeated it twice. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, you see that, Tevin? So just to know, the last time we had tariffs, it helped out the economy. Just like before people were taxed, America used tariffs pre-1933, which once again, remember when gold was taken off as the standard for the dollar? What year was that, Dragon?
So what Tevin complaining about? What he said?
He was complaining about all the necessities are going up. And I told him, stop complaining, formulate a plan, find out locally where they sell the stuff that you need, and pivot.
Check this out, Tevin. I don't know how old you are, bro, but check this out, bro. Dude, they sold you out, bro. They sold you, they sold your offspring, they sold your family, all for profits.
Yeah.
Shipped out all
They
the jobs,
basically
all the manufacturing jobs to other countries outsourced.
No, this is how this is, and I don't know how old you are, Tevin, but this is how bad they fuck. This is how bad they sold you out. They used to have careers. You used to be able to make a fine living, even if you fucked up in life. You used to be able to get a plant job if you had a felony. You used to be able to get a plant job even if you fucked up in life, bruh. Now, please, nigga, you get a felony, you're gonna be a fucking mover for the rest of your life.
If that
temp service, if you
Shit,
get your job temp service,
fucking Joe Biden. This is how bad Joe Biden did. Joe Biden used to be able to get a goddamn CDL even if you had a felony. That shit's hard now.
mm-hmm.
Joe Biden. This is what Joe
Who wrote
Biden
the law?
said.
Who wrote the law? Who wrote the law?
This is what Joe Biden said to you as American people. We're going to allow the illegal aliens to, niggas who came here illegally, but we're going to allow them to get work permits, and we're going to flood certain sectors like the trucking market, like they did in my market, like they did in the truck drivers. Then also, this is how Biden administration love your ass. If you fail a drug test, you lose your CDLs indefinitely. But back in the day, you just had to take a pussy ass. You just had to take 2 months off, go to a pussy ass rehab facility, take a program, nigga, you get your CDLs back.
Damn.
But Joe Biden ended that shit. His people ended that shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
See, they did shit that to really slowly to really fuck with. It's literally some of the shit that they was doing, bro. It's like you're fucking with me, right? There was literally when they passed that, we thought that shit was just a joke. They literally found fucking cocaine in the White House. And that's the law you want to fucking pass. Go fuck yourself. Your son literally smoked crack on fucking video.
What?
Yep.
Hunter Biden smoked crack. Yeah. On the there's a video of him taking a fucking crack pipe, literally talking so much shit, N-words, all that shit.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the reason why when they like, I'm at a point to where I'm about to just fight, bitch. I'm fucking Dominican. Fuck it.
I am Dominican. I don't know what you're talking about.
And so I'm like, at what point do you niggas will realize you are a fucking laughing stock because, nigga, you voted at an 89% clip for an Indian woman.
Yep. Instead of getting on these apps and making 1,000 satoshis in less than 10 seconds on the fucking game.
Right? Look at him. He already getting this shit. I like hearing that, dog. That's that talk. That you better walk that walk, big bro. You better walk that shit.
It is very interesting, Tevin. And you know why you find it interesting? Because you probably never heard it before anywhere else because you're too busy watching MSDNC and freaking CNN and not looking at everything, not looking up and fact checking on ground news and seeing where articles lean, whether left, right, or centrist. You're not looking at all that stuff, see? Because you're sitting there letting them tell you stuff instead of you going researching it for yourself.
Yeah. It's like this, Tev. It's like this, bruh. And see, these motherfuckers here, right? They're the people that's gonna give you the medicine, but ain't gonna give you the fucking cure, even though they have the cure. Like example, right, Tevin? Yeah, and just peep this out, peep game. Do you realize the Democrats literally ran on old policies that they've been running off of for the last
3 decades?
No, it's literally the last 10 years have been run off the same policies. Ever since Donald Trump, literally, how long have they been talking about legalization of marijuana? They've been talking about legalization of marijuana in 2012, bro. Come on, let's be honest. They literally had a bill called the Moores Act that passed in this House when they could have sent it to the Senate and they had the votes on the Republican side. The reason why they didn't push it through because they realized they had no policies for 2025. Majority of their policies was culture shit. They really didn't have no economic policies. They really didn't have like the Green New Deal, that shit. Like, dude, they built how many what was it, like 500 to a billion? I think it was like $2 billion for 9 charging stations. Really, where's the fucking money at, bruh?
Dude, they're attempting to keep the same structural system in place until it finally like collapsed and shit is what I was thinking that they were doing, because shit's being moved now to where we're actually getting to where we need to be, but like we was getting to that point. And I promise you, and this is just me, but I have a strong feeling to where if Kamala would have gotten office, we would have been seeing more tent towns and other stuff like that. Like, and I cannot shake that feeling because I know last time when Trump was in office, I made some fucking money. Trump is in office now, I'm making some fucking money.
Why you think I'm working like a fucking madman, bro? I'm like, bro, I'm not missing this. I'm like, bro, COVID. I'm like, bro, you have a lot of people don't understand how bad COVID really fucked me, bro. COVID fucked me.
During COVID.
Well, see, I'm talking about when Biden got in office. I lost a lot when Biden got. When I say I have lost a lot when Biden got in office, I have lost a lot because of Biden.
You know what? When he got in office, I had to shut down my personal business just to get some other shit going to make sure stuff was being taken care of. Now I'm back in a position to where I can start opening up my personal business again because, you know, I'm an apothecary, so I make all sorts of shit. So now I can finally start doing that again. I had to wait till Trump was in office. Ain't that a bitch?
And I was going through a divorce when Biden got in. So
damn. So we all just took L's underneath Biden.
But I made money. I made money under Trump, and so now that's why I'm working my ass off because this shit don't come around like this that often.
Nope.
Anton was talking about this shit only come around every 16 to 20 years, and this shit then came back around twice in less than fucking 16 years.
And we got 4 years in order to get rich.
4 years.
Because it's like this, bro, and that's why I'm telling my girl, I'm like this, man. Check this out. I kept it real with her. I was like, babe,
opportunity passes.
I was like, babe, the opportunity that I got right now, this shit come once in a lifetime. And I'm talking about you say you're gonna be my woman, you're gonna rock out with this shit for you in this shit for the long run, you wanna have babies. I'm like this. The shit that I'm doing right now, one day you're gonna look at me just like shit, you did goddamn good.
When was the dot-com era? Was that 90 or 95?
I think that was like 95. You mean the pop, the bubble?
Yeah.
No, I think it was 94. Yeah.
So from 94 to 2024. Okay, I see. And then right before then, given those previous years for the next 20, 30 segments, because I'm looking at chronological events that happen that signify significant shifts in regards to financial industry. And I'm looking to see the tangible things of what happened. So like from the .com era to now we got the crypto and where that's going, and to where we were, and I'm making the emphasis that we were too young to relatively invest in the .com era. And we see that those people, like when Google and other stuff was $1 or a couple other things, those people that invested that money now are fucking rich. So
yeah,
I'm
shit,
looking at this is our opportunity within our life cycle, because now we have the time to invest. And this is the greatest wealth transfer known. Literally everything is being switched over. So if you're not taking advantage, let me stop saying that because there's only a few people that's actually gonna listen, and I don't want to keep doing that. But yeah.
Well, let's keep going, fellas. Let's keep going.
He said the only thing he can do for now is wait. His backup plan is to ship through third-party warehouses in other countries. That's the only way forward.
No, that's the way that Chinese get around. And this is also another reason why Trump is feeling compelled to make sure that he tariff other countries. Yep. Why do you think that we having a trade war with Mexico? It's not just because of immigrants. We can solve for that problem. Make them pay for it. Mexico is not going to trip about it. They're going to take their L and they're going to take their knock and they're going to keep it moving, right? Why do you think that we're having a problem with Mexico? You think our problem with Mexico is because of the oranges that they shipping in from here? You think we care about their avocados and they lemons that come up from Mexico? Man, we don't give a F about no lemons that's coming in from Mexico. We care about two things. We care about the fact that they are allowing for other countries to ship drugs up through Mexico into the United States of America. And we also care about the fact that they're being used by China from their relationship because Mexico was so desperate for innovation in industry because they don't necessarily make anything inside of Mexico. And so they have to become dependent on outside investments to then be able to use them to pass whatever tariffs that we're putting on China.
Yep, right? I read that shit before you said it. That's fucking awesome.
So check this out to backpack what you said earlier. If you invested $1,000 in Tesla at the beginning, you made $788,000 off of $1,000 investment.
Ooh, boy.
If you nigga, if you put in money with Apple, Google, Amazon, like nigga, you a multimillionaire.
So, like how if you invest in HBAR, XRP, Stellar, Alchemy Pay, ZBEC, Crow, all these utilitarian aspects, payment aspects, and other things to what the major financial institutions and other things are utilizing.
Yeah, and I'm like, bruh, that's the reason why I was just like, yo, I threw, like, dude, I've thrown so much money in the stock market that, nigga, I'm fucking broke.
Damn, dog.
I was like, nigga, I seen the opportunity when that shit crashed, nigga. Like, nigga, I fucking took advances out on my future income just to make sure I could buy in.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, this shit comes once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do want to point this out too. There is one major up benefit for crypto versus stocks. You cannot put your stock in a liquidity pool and you cannot stake your stock. You can't. Now with crypto, you can put it into a liquidity pool with a parent such as like USDC. Put that in there because of how many people are actively trading on it, and each and every trade that people do because of the transaction fees done with the trade, you're constantly being paid. So let's say that if there's over 500 transactions that's been done on that day, and let's say that you're getting $5 per transaction, and that's just with the liquidity pool. That ain't talking about staking, which is solidifying transactions across the blockchain to make sure order blocks and other stuff is filled to where they also pay you out in regards to that too. So that's double dipping the stick. That's why I'm majorly big on crypto, besides the fact that your stock is being put on the blockchain. So yeah, buy up the crypto. Here, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all some game out there that's listening and other stuff, because this is what's fixing to happen. I want you to hear me real good. Because your stocks, commodities, all that other stuff is actively on blockchain right now, because they can verify this because I've showed this shit to them. So wouldn't it be wise for you to not only invest in said crypto, B, look at the stocks of what people are, have invested in, or yourself as an example out there in YouTube land and the likeness, and then turn around and actually go Google what blockchain is this stock under. Once you see the blockchain that it's associated with, whether it's Ethereum, Algorand, especially Polygon, because Polygon was specifically mentioned at the last White House Digital Summit. Polygon for stabilization as well, too, Base Network or a couple of them. So not only you have the crypto, but now you have your stock, but you've invested into the blockchain that says stock is going to be put on indefinitely. So when everything is switched over, now you just quadrupled the amount of money of what you've had. Because that stock is inevitably going to go up because of the utilization of what it's going to have across the blockchain. That crypto is going to go up because of the utilization of said stocks on its blockchain. And more people are going to want to buy into it at a much later time because they finally notice, oh, snap, it's going over here. Here's this. Let me go ahead and do that. Possibly, if they're thinking along the same lines of what I'm thinking. Then not only do you have said crypto, you have that stock was on that crypto's blockchain. Now you're turning around and putting that crypto into a liquidity pool with an additional parent. So now you're getting your payouts because other people are trading. Plus, you've also made sure that you're staking it as well, too. So the little bit of wins and other stuff of what you're getting from that, you can put it right back into the stocks. There's your game. Y'all are welcome.
And they say, hey, listen, America's out here making it difficult for us. So let me call you and make sure that we build up our relationship. And so what we going to do is we're going to ship it to you, and then we're going to use you in order to continue to flood the American market with products that's not good for their consumers. And y'all fall hook, line, and sinker because you don't understand how things is working. You don't understand international trade. You don't understand commerce. You don't understand any of this, right? And so what they're doing is they're using other places to then ship in cheap products, and that's why they have to bolster their relationship with the rest of the world. You think that China care anything but about anywhere except for China? What, you think that China, who censors their own people and send their own people inside of camps so that they can recondition their mind, you think that they then have more compassion for the rest of the world? You think that China care about us? No, they care about our money and how our money is being used in order to continue to build up their infrastructure and then subsidize their economy because their real estate market is trash. And so they go through other countries, which is one of the reasons why they're calling other countries, because they don't want to seem weak in this national trade war, because it would weaken their position with other countries. And that's why Trump has to also individually Each country, you cannot put a blanket tariff or a blanket amount on every country and say, okay, well, this is it. This is why individually he wants every country to fly into the United States of America and negotiate with the United States on how they can handle it, because each country has to have different stipulations depending on what their relationship is with the rest of the world, including China. But this is the part that the news don't have time to come and tell you about. This is what the producers is not writing inside of the cue cards that they're giving to all of their pundits. That is nothing but, all of the pundits is plants. They just a face with makeup on it, with nice hair. They're not educated. They don't know a whole bunch. The people that's doing these interviews, they're asking questions based off of what the producers or what the network is telling them to do. They're not telling you what the truth is. The truth is that international relationships is not a one-on-one. Everything is interconnected. So if we don't control what's happening over there, and they're able to infiltrate, but they're able to still send their products inside of the United States of America. For all of these pink-haired, stupid liberals that's out here walking around protesting what Trump is doing, they truly don't understand what's going on. They have no clue. They're walking around believing AOC and Jasmine Crockett, and we're going to get to Bernie Sanders and Jasmine Crockett a little bit later into the show. They're walking around, oh my God, we stand with China, we stand with Mexico. Don't even know you a fool. You a fool out of ignorance and don't have no clue that we over here getting finessed. And it's so easy for you to just believe anything that the liberal media and Rachel Maddow and Tiffany Cross and Don Lemon. And you think this is a black thing. This is a racism thing. This is Trump that only care about his buddies. Surface level. Don't got an effing clue what they left is from their right, and everything they do is based off of their emotions and what somebody else is telling them, because they have no clue what's going on around the world. No effing clue. So stupid. They'll sit here and protest and burn down their own buildings against their own demise just so they can make somebody else a world power through other countries because they support everybody else and they not America first.
Tevin Campbell ass nigga. Can we talk for a minute?
If only I could wake my people up.
Girl, my headline is gone.
If only I can wake them up to
And it
this
doesn't matter
world.
how easily you explain it. It don't matter how much it makes sense. It's all just planting the seeds because they never gonna overtly tell you, you know what? I've been messed up. And trust me, listen, I was messed up too.
Yep, sure.
I used to think the same way that you think. I was operating out of ignorance, and I was on my liberal game, and I was voting Democrat, and I was a part of the same party that you was. But once I woke up my eyes, I couldn't unsee it. You can't plug me back into the matrix because I know too much. I know too much.
Yep. That's my problem. That's my problem, bro. Is that I literally physically seen with my own eyes of election interference by people in blue cities. Election interference like a motherfucker when it came to the mail. And it's like once I seen something, I just couldn't unsee it, bro. And that's been my problem. I just can't unsee the bullshit that I have saw that y'all niggas did.
Yep.
Like you niggas, you niggas did some suspicious shit during COVID. And I just can't unsee that shit. You niggas literally have created lies and continues to create lies and double down on your lies and told me don't believe my lying eyes. I just can't unsee all the bullshit y'all niggas have sold to us, man. And I think that shit, like, in my opinion, bro, shit's wrong.
I agree with you.
Wrong as hell.
And so I just can't unsee my eye. I just, all the bullshit, I just cannot unsee that shit. And I'm like, y'all expect me to, like, the many times on TikTok I got called an N-word. Like, not one time, but it's been many fucking times I've been called the N-word.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn,
White liberal.
I have not once been called that on TikTok.
Yeah, just so the live can get taken down.
That's crazy.
And people like, I'm like, I wish I knew how to screen record my shit, but I'm like, nah. Shit has happened many fucking times. Like, I have literally had a dude get an attitude with me just because I disagree with him, and it was like, and I was just like, you don't even know what the fuck I'm disagreeing with because you won't shut up and let me talk.
That's throw though. Like,
and yeah, and they expect me to. I'm like, and I'm supposed to be a Democrat now because they might have a better candidate. Nah, I'm good. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You had me for 30 years. You could try to. I'm gonna go the other way for the next 30 years. Fuck y'all.
Exactly. Bump Democrat.
Yep.
I've been, and I already told you, Max, my voting history. So I am independent. So I've been that way for a while now. So
Well, nigga was Democrat. Don't let that nigga lie to you.
Man, fuck you, man.
I can't unsee what I already saw because I'm already familiar on how we get finessed. You can't force me to believe that I'm doing the right thing by allowing ourselves to get finessed. I can't. I just can't see it. I can't see it. It's almost like, it's like food, right? You don't really want to go back into that kitchen. You just want to sit at your table and you want to order your food and you want to believe that they're washing their hands and that they're taking care of business and they don't have no rats or mice or roaches and that they actually clean up the tables and everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. And after he got done doing a number 2, actually he did a number 3. He did a 1 plus a 2. He did a 3 inside of the bathroom. You want to believe that he washed his hands and he's using gloves and that the health department is doing what they're supposed to do in order to inspect this facility and this establishment. And when you get your food, it's not undercooked and it doesn't have salmonella poisoning and everything is great. You want to believe it. You don't want to look behind the curtain. You are not interested in going behind the wall to see what is happening in there. You just want to believe it. You just want to believe it. There's no way in the world I want to leave. I want to look behind the scenes and see what's happening in that kitchen. No way. But the minute that you see it, you can't unsee it. You cannot unsee it. Now, everybody is going to get evaluated based off of the same standard that I've seen because I know too much. I know too much. I know too much. I seen it. I seen what was behind the curtain. I didn't like it.
Now you seen it, Tevin. Now what you gonna do about it, huh?
It bothers me. And so now I got a different standard on the type of restaurants that I go to. Easy to not see it. It's easy to not see it. You know what I'm saying?
Dragon wanted me to show something real quick before we cut out for the day.
Have you seen Have you heard of Daphne, the Queen of Accountability?
I think I've heard of her before.
Bruh, this bitch, she's gonna get fucked up one day because she be fucking cooking, boy.
Oh yeah.
Dog, she showed a picture of Keisha Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll wait till you finish this. My bad.
No. Go ahead, dude. Say what you're gonna say.
Well, honestly, I would love to show you the post. I'll
Okay,
show you the
we'll
post.
let Dragon
I
talk
sent
about
it in the
this real quick.
podcast. My bag, Dragon.
We'll
No,
let
you good.
Dragon talk about this. So see
So,
this. This is something that Dragon sent me, y'all. Go ahead, Dragon.
So this is realworldassets.xyz. So this is a website that you're able to come in. Not only can you see stable coins, U.S. treasuries, global bonds, private credit, commodities, institutional funds. And like I was telling y'all earlier, here is stocks. So there is 414.41 million in total value, up 55.17% from 30 days ago. Monthly transfer volume is down 15.2% from 30 days ago, but monthly active addresses is 238, which means there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Go ahead and scroll on down, big bro, if you don't mind, real quick, so that way people can see some more of this information. See, now you can see what Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, you can see all those being done on certain systems. Yeah. Scroll down some more so that way they can see. So here's also some of the underlying stocks that you have, like with iShares. You see Coinbase in there, MicroStrategy, Nvidia Corp, once again, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. So we can change that most of them are on
Tokenized stocks.
all on blockchain. All that, the main thing of what they're on is on Algorand for the most part. Oh, so Algorand took over, huh? I have to go ahead and get some more Algorand in. Yeah, because there's about 396.10 million on the Algorand chain specifically, which means some of them have switched over. There is a total of, can you go past, scroll down a little bit, add them in the way so we can't see this stuff. But there was over 105 total tokenized stocks right now. Just right now. So once the rest of them get over, and you can see the networks that they're on, such as, like I was saying, Ethereum, Algorand, Base, Polygon. So this is supposed to help to keep Ethereum stabilized and perpetually make Ethereum continuously go up. Same thing like with Polygon. So think about once they start doing a little bit more stuff on the XRP ledger in regards to certain real world assets, because that's going to make this stuff pump. Right. There you go. Right. There you go. You already know, Tevin.
Look at the different networks.
Chains.
Tesla's on. Ethereum, Blast, Base, and Arbitrum.
Also, Swarm, Coinbase.
NVIDIA is just on Ethereum.
Check to see what Tesla should be. Yeah, Tesla's on Polygon.
Yeah, Swarm. Tesla.
Swarm is on Polygon too.
Swarm,
Apple. Nvidia.
Look at all of that. Adobe.
Ethereum, Blast, Base, Arbitrum. See, this is why I'm glad I at least
Reddit.
AstraZeneca. Yup. See,
on there.
Coca-Cola.
Look at Coca-Cola.
Right there. Broadcom, ARM Holdings, Visa. Visa's right on there
Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum.
Boeing.
All of these. McDonald's. Look at McDonald's.
See, BlackRock.
Invest in these folks. Look at the blockchain. Look
JP Morgan Chase, BlackRock, Costco, McDonald's. That's why I was telling y'all, if y'all were to invest in said cryptocurrencies across said networks,
you can invest in the company.
Stocks that you exactly.
Denari.
Hmm?
We're looking at this. Denari. Oh.
Click on it.
I already clicked on it.
I'm talking about the actual blue words for like JP Morgan Chase and Co. So that way it can give you more information on it. There's certain stuff of which you won't be able to see, but you'll be able to see. See, this is non-US global retail. Denari tokenized version. Jeez, boy. all arbitral. JPM, Denari, asset class stocks, non-US global. Wait. Go back up. When was that date that it was done? 2023. Boom.
Just getting started. So what y'all gonna do?
So
what you gonna do?
I want to bring something up right when I was literally talking about this shit because it matches the fucking date. But hey, yeah, here's your proof right here, folks. So just in case if y'all was like, "Oh, he talking shit. Yeah, ain't no stocks gonna go on the blockchain. Ain't nothing tokenized." There it is, right there in your face. So with the tariff war that we're having on and people dumping certain U.S. commodities and other stuff, we can see it being soaked up by the blockchain, stable coins, and other stuff here. So that way they have that transfer of wealth. Here's your paper trail, folks.
Tesla is going to be Tesla is one of the must buy stocks for me because of that 15-minute battery charge that they came out with.
Man, let's look at coins real quick. We're listening to you, Max.
Oh, if that shit like once that shit hit the market, bruh, game over.
Yeah,
it's game over, bruh.
Once what hit the market?
Once that 15-minute, I think it was what it will fill the electricity up in your car in 15 minutes.
Yeah. You mean the new battery that
yeah,
Elon came up with? Yeah.
And I already said once he come out with that shit, it's game over, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like you telling me that, nigga, I'm literally about to be saving fucking money off the ass.
Yes,
15-minute charge, and the reason also is if they have that 15-minute charge, then the Tesla's semi is gonna hit the market like a fucking epidemic, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the only problem is the charge. Like how long does it take to charge?
Yeah.
So
the longer it takes to charge, the more money you're gonna be fucking losing in the trucking business because time matters a lot.
So if example, say if you because say example, like if they have an 18-wheeler, well, with the type of engine they're gonna have, it's gonna basically, if I remember correctly, the engines are in the wheels, so they will have literally each wheel. They probably have each will probably have about, let's say a semi truck gonna have about 6 to 8 engines, right? You understand how much of a goddamn game changer if each battery need to be charged up 15 minutes, bruh. You talking about it will disrupt the trucking industry over fucking night, bruh. Like it will be something like off the chain, bro. But yeah, go ahead and say what you had to say, Dragon. My bad, bro.
That's all I had to say, bro. Was there's the paper trail, so people weren't thinking that I'm bluffing or just talking hot shit. Like, nah, there's your evidence. Like when I was telling you, all your shit is being put on the fucking blockchain. You better invest now. So once that flip is switched, not only will you be set, but your lineage will be set as well too, because it is your offspring, the young ones, that's taking upon this new world that we're getting into. Either you're going to be the one to set them up for progress, or you're going to be the one to set them up for failure. What are you going to do about it? That's all I got to say to anybody that's out there. I don't even have it yet, but I'm making sure that I set them up for abundance and progress. So when they do come into this world, they ain't got nothing to worry about. But there's your evidence right there. So everything of what I've been talking about, you can see it for your fucking self. And that
hey Max, you want me to show you this Keisha Code post? Did you see it?
I think you do.
Sure. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
He sound like he over there patting his leg like he in church or something in the last pew.
What you gonna do? No, that was basically what the remember that creepy shit I showed y'all. That was basically what that nigga did.
All right, so you want to go ahead and talk on this dude?
Yeah, man. Yo.
2008.
So it said here, this is Keisha Cole at 43 years old on the internet, y'all.
No, I thought that was 53.
No, she's
Oh, she
43. She's 43.
Where?
She dated rapper Jeezy and asked him to marry her in 2008. Asked him, but he said no. She then went on to marry NBA player Daniel Gibson in 2009, a year later, and they announced their separation in 2014. In 2019, she announced she was having her boyfriend Nico Kell's baby. It was about 5 years afterwards. She finalized the divorce with Gibson in 2020. Oh, she was still married with this nigga and had this other dude's baby.
Damn.
And broke up with her boyfriend at the end of that year. So finalized divorce with the old boy and then broke up with the boyfriend that had the baby with her. That at the end of that year. And in 2022, 2 years later, she began dating Antonio Brown. And in 2024, she started dating 25-year-old rapper Hungsho, however you say his name. She is now dressing half naked and wearing diapers on stage. At 43 years old, she has 2 kids by 2 men and multiple failed relationships. This is the era of the wall. She's making many mistakes and choosing the same type of men. She will continue to get the same results until she heals from her past traumas. The wall will continue to be undefeated. There she is. She's still fine. I beat her down, but that's all she gets.
So here's the funny shit. That is the modern day version of the wall, bruh.
Yep.
That's the modern day of a Western minded woman, right there,
bruh. Because I'm like, one thing I do love about the internet, it exposed a lot of motherfucking people.
Still got 51,000 likes on this damn photo too.
Of course,
it exposed a lot of dudes, bruh. Like I'm like, honestly, it exposed dudes who are simps, it exposed dudes who are panderers, and expose the fuckboys. Like, honestly, the Pookie and Ray Rays, they got them panderers themselves.
They are.
And so it exposed so much shit, dude. And seeing this shit, it makes sense. Like, bruh, every female that I'm not gonna say, hold on, let me take that back. The females that I'm friends with on my Facebook, I went to high school, bruh. They all doing this shit. Not completely naked like this, but they all doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're doing this shit for attention. Go back to your husband. I'm like,
goddamn Disney got their ass fooled thinking that, marriage is supposed to be like that. They want their attention from their husband and not getting it. So they put their ass half naked on the goddamn internet just for some for their vanity.
Yeah.
Wrong thing to do.
One of my friends got a divorce.
All bitches is vain. All females.
Because
her
husband found out the kid wasn't his.
Crazy, man.
And she's like,
pretty good reason to divorce her ass.
How can you do this? Yada yada. You've been raising him for 7 years, and you're just gonna do that? And I'm just like over here, like, are you fucking kidding me?
Out, gone, ghost. Literally hit that ninjutsu smoking, poof, gone. You got me fucked up. Bye.
Deuces.
Out of there. Yeah.
You know what, show? You's a bitch. You should have only toilet tissue since you the shit.
Now let's be real. Let's be real, folks. Let's be real. I'm gonna be transparent. Like my kid, my oldest son called me today. He texted me today. Just check it over. Yeah, let's be real. If you was in a marriage with somebody and you raised a kid 7 years and he ended up not being yours, now it's a part of you that's gonna still feel for that child. You're gonna get the fuck on from the relationship and everything.
Yeah, but
But it ain't his fucking fault. So my thing, if I was in that relationship, I'd be done with her. I'm not gonna really reach out to him like that. But if they was to call me, I'm not gonna not answer the phone.
Right.
Well,
nah, that you do. You
it's
still be there for him, like if they reach
But
out
his
and everything.
mama can suck a dick.
Yeah.
well,
fuck
it's like this.
the
It's
fuck.
like this. So if you find out that you're not the father of the kid, you still gonna want to pay financial, like you still want to be financially responsible for that child?
Hell no. That's why I said you lead her up. Fucking you get the fuck on. I'm
Yeah,
out.
and so, like, dude, if you're married and like basically they assume the child is yours. So if you married, right, and you
Mm-hmm.
never get a DNA test done right then and there, they will force you to pay child support on a child that's not yours.
Where? In what state?
Shit, most of
Shit.
them. Man.
Not here in Texas.
Shit. Most states, bro. Hell, even in
So they
Florida.
passed that law here in Texas to where nah, you gotta have a test on accuracy. They ain't putting nobody on nothing because of that senator here in Texas that got caught up like that. Well, his son got caught up behind that shit. They rewrote this shit so fucking fast here in Texas.
So how long ago was that?
Last year.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So that's a new law.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good law.
Hell yeah, it is.
And so, but I was talking to a dude in Florida. He was my Uber driver, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, paying for a kid, ain't mine and shit." And I was just like, "You still going like, you still taking care?" He was like, "Yeah, man." And I was just like, "Man, you a better man than me."
Yep.
And I told him, I was like, "Well, there's one thing finding out your child ain't shows, but there's another thing paying for a child ain't shows." And I was just like, "Bruh, I'll be real with you, bruh. Hearing stories like this, I see why some dudes have a distaste for women. Because I'm like, how the fuck they gonna force you to pay for a child that honestly it's not yours?"
And
And
single mothers wonder why they're being avoided like fucking crazy.
well, here's the funny shit. They're avoided.
Don't know why he has some technical issues, folks. Don't know what's going on right now.
Where Max go?
I don't know where he went, man. I'm trying to get my damn screen back to where it was.
Yeah, because I know that there's one state or a couple of them to where if you
Oh, he dropped. He. I think he dropped out. Let me add him back.
Because I'm like, if you help out with the child in any sense, they could slap child support on you. And I'm like, no, y'all just fucked yourselves in regards to that. I'm not helping with that. Can you pick? Nope. Not in this state. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Why? Because you
At
got
all. At all.
Nope. I'm not doing none of that shit. That is not my responsibility. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, if it's my own, that's a whole nother story. I'll be happy, privileged, and glad to go do everything of what I need to do for my own. But not because you decided like you wanted to have fun with Pookie or Ray Ray, or like how Andre said from Andre and Andre.
Can y'all hear me?
Brothers.
Yeah, I can hear you now, dude.
Because you wanted to deal with Keith and shit. No, thank you.
Well, that's funny. I just found out how to mute my mic. I accidentally pressed something and y'all was like, "Oh, what the hell happened to Max?" I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what the hell happened." Then I was just like, "Let me press this button real quick." So, can y'all still hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
You just went out. You must have hit the button again.
Okay, you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yep. I just figure out how to mute my mic now. Yay!
Kevin King says Michigan State, you can become dad by default. Video was on the news a few years ago when a pastor ended up paying for a child that wasn't his.
Mississippi,
no.
Mississippi also.
Fuck
Mississippi,
that.
you didn't even have to. Mississippi, it wasn't. It's not up to the woman to So in Mississippi, you could just sign a man's name on a child support, and it's up to the man. Sorry, you can sign a man's name on the birth certificate, and it's up to the man to prove that he's not the father.
Yeah, no.
That
Hey,
shit's
pass that
crazy.
DNA test off quick. You hear me? I ain't busting no shots up in there. No.
And some woman tried to tell. I remember we was talking about this shit on TikTok. Some woman was just like, "That shit doesn't happen." I was like, "Ma'am, it happened to me." I was like, "It happened to me, ma'am."
Bullshit.
And she was just like, "Well, that's a nice story," but I was like, "Ma'am, I literally moved my whole entire place from Atlanta to Mississippi just because I."
Try to hit you with the nice story, bro. Bullshit. I would have called her all sorts of. Never mind.
Yeah, she was trying to be like, man. I'm like, yo, man. And I was just like, I'm sorry, the dudes that you have that's involved in your life do all that lying to you. It is not my fault that you can't believe something as basic as that. Get the fuck out of here, bitch, and get off your high horse.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
this shit's funny.
But hey,
yeah,
man, we gotta
Daphne undefeated.
we gotta wrap this thing up, folks.
Yeah, because I'm fixing to
Yeah,
crash.
man, we went a little bit over time, but not too much over time. But we appreciate anybody that contributed. Thank you, Tevin King, for coming out. Usually you can find us 11:30s, anywhere between 11:30 and 12 something when we start up, and it'd be whenever during the week.
Do you work tomorrow?
Yeah, I do. I work the next 3 days in a row. But
awesome.
But when I go out of town, when I go out of the country, because I'm going out soon. Oh, let me show y'all my bag, man. Y'all my bag. I like this motherfucker. Hold on. That was not a Don DeMarco moment. I accidentally hit the button.
Nigga, I was just like this nigga.
Check this out, man. Now see this here.
Hey.
This is, let me see if I get a better.
Cold.
All right, so this right here is the bag that
Let me get the okay. Let me get the other bag. I'm gonna get the other bag off of you. Don't send it back.
All right, send it back.
Man, fuck you, nigga.
Dude, when you gonna do that, dude? You talking about I'm gonna get it off you. Dude, you still got a t-shirt here you ain't got yet.
Nigga, don't worry about it, nigga. Just hold on to it.
All right, then you unzip the shit, right? Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. This is how you adjust yourself to the damn economy and system. See, Spirit and Frontier, they want to charge all that bullshit, or you just want to have like a. If it wasn't for this flight that I'm on, does not have the ability to pay for carry-ons, but if it did, this is a garment bag, y'all, that folds up into the bag I showed you. See this shit? This is the garment. You know what I'm saying? So I got that today, and then because I lost my other bag that had the damn scale in it, I got a scale, luggage scale.
Yeah, you better specify on that luggage scale, nigga.
See this? This is the under the shirt fanny pack that fits flush to your body. See this shit, Dragon?
I'm gonna have to get that.
And it's got the RFID pouches in this shit to guard from motherfuckers fucking with the shit. I'll show you the shit. It's inside.
Motherfucker.
Let me show you. Hold on, man. Unzip the shit. See, you got the RFID pouches.
That's what's up.
That's big enough for a passport, and then it's got several in there that's big enough for cards.
Oh man!
And you put that shit on your shit, and you put it in the damn thing, man. You put it around your waist like a fanny pack, but shit fits flush to your body. See how thin that shit is?
Hell yeah!
That way you don't look like no damn, Target walking around goddamn the mall with a fucking bag around your shoulder and shit.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? So
Did you see
That's for my trip, y'all coming. That shit on Amazon. I seen that shit. That shit on
Yeah,
Amazon.
shoot. The next bag I got is a military. It's a military color bag. So I like. Yeah, man. I like my
You won't even
tactical bags.
see my shit on me. You gonna see me empty-handed walking the street.
Yeah.
I might have my phone in my hand, or it probably is gonna be in my damn. Oh, this is a damn case in there big enough for your phone too. You can put your phone in your fanny pack.
Yeah,
that's
I
I
might
like
be in
my.
that bit walking around with nothing but my fucking hands out, dog.
I gotta have my bag, man,
I feel you.
because I might have a bag in that bag.
Whatever, dog.
Whatever.
Hey, yeah, y'all. It was very nice seeing y'all. Y'all, thank y'all for coming out. We about to get the hit going on. I got to get in these Uber streets in a little bit, and I'm gonna holler at y'all. We'll holler at y'all next time, man. Peace
Later.
Hey,
out.
stop with that light skin shit, Tevin.
There you go with that shit. Don't pay no attention to that.